Basketball tonight, tournament championship Friday night across the area. Savannah and Chillicothe meeting for the Savannah Tournament title game. Can the Hornets win their third tourney title in 4 years? Plus, more championships from across the area, and Central home tonight taking on Liberty North. Highlights from these games and more as Basketball Tonight starts right now.
If they pin against, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. Putting in work every night till the sun up. If they pin against, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. We putting in work every night till the sun up. Completing the mission, I'm getting right on it. And stay on my pivot, no knocking me off it. We ain't worried about that, they just talking. Know you the one when you link up with bosses. And we stay in the gym cause we ballin'. Calling them out cause it's shots that I'm calling. Where they at, bring them out, now they stallin'. Do them however, whenever they want it. Get to the bed cause that's all I be wrong. Stepped in the arena, show me my opponent. We unstoppable, so that mean you can't tell us what not to do. Take them out, that's exactly what I'ma do. We invincible, but we know how to move just to get to you. Give our L's and then shoot who we give it to. Planning to win and that's just what we stick it to. We came marching in, they ain't have to invite us, we barging in. When we shoot then they know where the target is. We do nothing for free, so we charging them. If they bend against, we coming. If they bend against, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. Putting in work every night till the sun up.
And with that, welcome into Basketball Tonight, episode number 2 ever for that matter. Chris Roush with you here tonight. We'll get to Brett Kennedy and Anthony Crane later on the show. Are you ready for Basketball Tonight? It's tournament week across the area. I've got my scores here, got my coffee here. Yeah, you can believe too. And as well as my basketball, we are ready to go. Let's go to the first game. It's not a tournament, but here in town, the Coliseum. Central coming off their dominating win against Smithville, hosting Liberty North in a home opener. Central down by 4 early in the first. Eagles with some confidence. Shows us a Maury Dunn pulling up deep for 3. Bang! 7-0 just like that. Despite down big early, Central Crazies keeping the Christmas and holiday spirit up. Fast forward, 11-0 though. Central looking for their first bucket. Amonte Henderson through the lane, lays it up off the glass. 11-2 now. Indians trying to battle back early in this one against Liberty North. Eagles though up 15-2 with around 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Passing it around, Jack Heiser going to get the ball, pulls up for a big rainbow 3. The Eagles get the win by a score of 70-35 tonight. Central 1-1 on the season, head to Winnetonka Tournament next week. Lady Irish take home second place hardware in the Winnetonka Tournament to open the season. They fell to Lee Summit West in the title game. Lee Summit West beating the Irish 56-23, but Lafayette taking home some top finish hardware there. All right, a one-time NBA hopeful at Missouri Western, Cy Musser, taking over the Savannah girls program this year, taking on Chillicothe in the Savannah Tournament Championship game tonight. Early first, Ella Scott for 3. Knocks it down from the corner. Other end though, Lila Beatsman in transition. 10-4 Chillicothe to start this one. But Savannah gets back in at 2 threes, including another from Scott, makes it 10 all after 1. Hornets up 21-12 at the break. Second half, Chillicothe turns up the pressure, and this one Beatsman, the steal, goes the other way for the bucket. The Hornets win 40-24, second straight Savannah Tournament title, third in 4 years. Boys third place game, Savannah and Chillicothe 2. Second quarter, Hornets up 24-17 in this one. Allen for 3, knocks it down. Trying to pull away is Chillicothe, but Jackson Dudek through the lane, gets the bucket to go. Then 12-point game, Kenyon Gannon to beat the half buzzer. That's good. 38-23 Hornets going into halftime. Savages start cutting into the deficit in the second half. Jaden Martinez doing his part, working hard in the lane, getting the offensive board and the putback. But Chillicothe finding openings in the Savages defense on the other end. Chillicothe wins this one 62-46. They take home third place in the Savannah Tournament. All right, in the boys championship game tonight, Kearney beating Platte County 50-38, while in the girls third place game earlier tonight, the Maryville Spoofhounds defeating Lincoln Prep 55-40. In the boys consolation game at Savannah, Maryville beating Smithville 64-54, and then South Harrison getting a win over Raytown South girls in that consolation game 64-58. In the 7th place game of the boys Savannah Tournament, South Harrison beating Hogan Prep 60-54. Let's roll on to another early season tournament now, going up Interstate 29 to the Mound City Tournament. That's where we find KQ2's Anthony Crane with more from tonight's trophy round games.
Here in Mound City for the Mound City Tournament. In the first game, we have Rockport and East Atchison in the boys bracket for 3rd place. In the second game, we move to the girls bracket, where it's Mid-Buchanan and Rockport for 1st place. Moves off to a fast start with Alex Erickson scoring off the tip, giving East Atchison the early lead. Meyercorth coming back with the floater. Meyercorth again pulling up and knocking down the jumper. Parker Livingood from the corner for 3. Blue Jays driving. Mason Kingery taking their license. Logan Ellis avenging the block with the bucket and the foul. Meyercorth the victim of a Kingery block this time. Erickson on a roll, drives to the bucket and the foul as East Atchison rolls Rockport 66-51, getting 3rd place in the Mound City Tournament.
We gave LeBlanc a pretty good fight on Monday. Even though they're coming right off of football, they're still a really good basketball team, and I was pleased with that. Rockport's a really good basketball team as well, and the guys were highly motivated, and they came out and just the energy was infectious. And obviously, anytime East Atchison and Rockport play, it's a fun environment, and I am incredibly pleased with the boys in this one. In the past we may have been a little intimidated, and that's not us anymore. We're aggressive. We're going to get after you, and it might be somebody different every night that can win us a game.
To the girls' side of the bracket, where it's Rockport and Mid-Buchanan playing for the tournament championship Friday night. Opening minute, Audrey Meyercorth with the rainbow 3. On the other end, Maya Dillman with the 3 to match. Meyercorth driving down the court, stops and pops a short jumper. How it goes. Dillman, this time from the corner, her 2nd 3 of the quarter. Dillman again, this time on the inbound for her 3rd 3 of the 1st quarter. Tatum Moss with the save, then the board, then the finish for the freshman. Meyercorth with another basket for Rockport in the first half. Moss to Ivani Kinzora, who gets the bucket and the foul. Dillman kicks it out. Back to Dillman, then to Moss for the basket, as Mid-Buchanan opens the season with a 1st place finish in the Mound City Tournament, defeating Rockport 61-33.
First night was a little difficult for us, but the last 2 games, they came out ready to play. We set team goals at the beginning of the season, and this was our first one, is to win this tournament, and they did just that. Playing well. We're a young team. We have 4 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 1 junior, and 1 senior. So just having them mesh well together has just been so exciting.
From Mound City, I'm Anthony Crane, KQ2 Sports.
All right, thank you, Anthony. In the girls' consolation game tonight, 51-21 Wolves over Southold in that one. In tomorrow night's Mound City Tournament games, boys' consolation will be Southold and Mound City. And then the championship games, Mound City girls versus Bishop of Lon at 6:30. Then at 8 p.m., it's Mid-Buchanan boys versus the Bishop of Lon Golden Eagles boys basketball team. Well, up in Maryville tonight, another long-time early season tournament, the Platte Valley Invitational, with a championship Friday night. KQ2's Brett Kennedy brings us all of tonight's action from Bearcat Arena.
It's championship day here at the Platte Valley Invitational inside Bearcat Arena in Maryville. Who's going home with the championship this evening? Let's find out. Let's start with the Platte Valley Invitational Girls Championship. Nottoway Valley against Northeast Nottoway in the 1st place game. Thunder started the game on an 8-0 run. Nottoway Valley working it inside to their big senior Ava Graham for the first points of the game. Then finally, the Lady Blue Jays showed some life. Sophomore Haley Yost sinks the baseline jumper. Then off the inbounds, junior Skylar Floria knocks down the triple. She finished with 7 points. But Mitch Barnes has 4 of his 5 starters back from last season. Nottoway Valley was in control for most of this one. Senior Peyton Linville adds 3 more for the Thunder on the baseline. Then it's the freshman Anna Lee Livingood showing off her long range as well. She had 16 points this evening. and Northeast Nottoway had no answer for Ava Graham. She finished with 16 points, and Nottoway Valley wins the Platte Valley Invitational Championship by the final of 64-25.
I feel like all of us can shoot pretty well, so if someone's having an off night, we always know someone else is there. So just having each other's backs even when there's a mistake is important.
I'm pleased with their effort. They work real hard. I mean, if you watch the games this week, everybody squeezes the post pretty hard, so the girls have learned how to distribute the ball and work together pretty well and shoot from the outside. That's something we've worked on for a long time.
In the boys' championship of the Platte Valley Invitational, Stewartsville Osborne squared off against Nottoway Valley. The Wild Cards shot the lights out from three-point range in the first half. Sophomore Cooper Langley drains a triple. He had 15 points. Then Stewartsville Osborne gets it to the freshman Campbell Stewart, and he finds the bottom of the net as well from long range. He finished with 12 points. The Wild Cards led by 12 at halftime. But in the second half, the Thunder led a furious charge to come back. The Wild Cards turn it over to the freshman, Braxton McGinnis. He can't finish on the other end, but the ball eventually finds its way to sophomore Ty Hoyt, and he puts it in for 2 second-chance points. He led the team with 13 points this evening. Later, check this heave down the court from McGinnis to the senior, Lane Larrabee, for an easy 2. He had 12 points tonight. Thunder come all the way back in the second half to win the Platte Valley Invitational Championship 56-44. Thunder basketball wins both championships. The third-place boys game tonight featured North Nottoway going up against St. Joseph Christian. Early on, the Mustangs get it in the corner to the senior, Mason Kasner, for a triple. He led the team with 17 points. Then it's another senior, Owen Martin, taking it right to the rack off the window for North Nottoway. Neil Hook's Lions team was the 1 seed heading into this tournament. They showed why in the second half. Mustangs turn it over to senior Johnston Stewart, and he turns defense into offense on the other end. He led SJC with 19 points tonight. Later, the Lions kick it around to the senior, Nick Orschlin, and he drains a 3-ball. He had 10 points this evening for the Lions. St. Joseph Christian goes on to win the third-place game 56-41.
This early in the season, we definitely have a lot of things that we need to work on, and it allowed us to, see some of the things, some areas that we need to focus on a little bit more in practice and get prepared. We got some tough games coming up. Tonight was a very tough game, and it's a good conditioner for us as we prepare for this upcoming schedule.
All right, thank you, Brett. In the third-place game from up in Maryville, Bearcat Arena tonight, St. Joseph Christian girls getting the 5-point win over Stewartsville Osborne, 31-26. Keep it moving to the Albany Tournament. Platte Valley and North Andrew boys in the third place one. This one good one tonight. Platte Valley jumping out early on North Andrew, but the Cardinals able to battle back throughout this one. Back and forth game. The Cardinals do take a lead late in the third quarter. A couple possessions are able to get some transition buckets in this one. But in the end, Platte Valley coming back, getting the victory tonight over North Andrew in the third-place boys game of this one. So Platte Valley boys taking home the third-place trophy in the Albany tournament by final score of 61-55. Girls side of things, this is now 34-28 Platte Valley over Albany at this point in the ball game. Albany, though, getting an answer here. 34-30, it's a 4-point game. And then right here, this next possession out of the inbound, Albany with the pressure. Platte Valley trying to get just the ball inbounds. Are able to break through the pressure of Albany, able to get the bucket. Now it's back to a 6-point game, but here's the final play. 38-36 Platte Valley. Albany with a chance in this one, trying to get the victory. Pass over to the corner for 3. Good look, but just rims out. Platte Valley hangs on to this one. They win 38-36 in that one to win over Albany. All right, some more games here tonight. Albany consolation round game as well. There's that one, Fourth County 44-35, and then Albany 52-31 in the Albany tournament. And the championship games tomorrow night, it's all King City and Princeton. Girls tip at 6 o'clock. The boys go at 7:30. Gallatin tournament tonight. Consolation games, North Harrison girls and Trenton boys. North Harrison girls winning 59-53. Trenton boys winning 49-41. All right, all other games, as well as Gilman City girls getting a victory over Winston 52-30. Then tomorrow, boys third place at 11 a.m. Polo versus Gallatin. Championship games tomorrow afternoon over in Gallatin. Trenton girls versus Gallatin girls, and then Maysville boys versus Bramer at 1:30 for the Gallatin Tournament Championship. How about some Kansas games tonight? Troy and Hiawatha doubleheader. Troy girls getting a 47-34 victory over Hiawatha. Trojan boys hanging on, beating Hiawatha by 2, 59-57. Mar Hill and Donovan West meeting up. The Ravens hosting the Mustangs. Donovan West girls getting a 20-point victory, 55-35 over Mar Hill. And the Ravens besting the Mustangs boys, 59-47. Atchison also in action tonight. The girls on the road, they lose to Free State 62-46. And then the Atchison boys losing it at home tonight, 74-51 to Junction City. What a busy night of high school basketball across the area. It's tournament week. It's always busy this time of year with early season tournaments. There'll be plenty more next week in week number 3 of basketball tonight. You can catch us on KQ2.com, the live stream, as well as KQ2's Facebook page and YouTube channel. We'll have this show uploaded in just a moment as soon as this show goes off the air on our live stream. So, until next week, for Brett Kennedy, for Anthony Crane, for everybody that makes this show possible, I'm Chris Roush saying good night and thank you for watching Basketball Tonight.
We came marching in, they have to invite us, we barging in. When we shoot them, they know where the target is. We do nothing for free, so we charging them. If they betting against us, we coming. If they betting against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. Putting in work every night till the sun up.